Whether you're a Bitcoin maxi or not, whether you're 100% in shitcoins or not, you can't deny that the Ordinals protocol, which I've been talking about for almost a year and a half, the Ordinals protocol completely changed the game. It kept liquidity going into Bitcoin when ordinarily we would see just indiscriminate pumping of altcoins, DeFi tokens. We didn't see that. We saw Bitcoin, an Ordinals craze, which raised the network activity to the point where miners looked like they were going to be able to handle the halvening quite well and still have revenue. Then we saw liquidity go into meme tokens, which I think is a sign that DeFi is not working. People would rather gamble than take the plunge into DeFi, which has produced like 5 years of rug pulls, exploits, and broken, incomplete products with founders traveling the world on our dimes. Bioniq is not like that. Bioniq is a marketplace. It's not a token. And it is an Ordinals marketplace that has some interoperability with ICP. And I was on a space with the founder last week. I'm telling you guys, this was not the space to fade. I know the weather's nice. That was not the space to fade. I'm going to put it in the description as soon as I finish streaming this. But man, I got a rundown of Bitcoin meta protocols, sidechains, L2s, bridges. We got the nomenclature down so we could talk about Bioniq. And what Bioniq basically does is, first of all, it's all about onboarding and being easy to use. So up here, you can see I click login. What do you think is going to happen when I click login? It's the colored button. We're in dark mode, obviously. This is Web3. Colored button, top right of the screen. It's going to ask for my MetaMask. No, it's not. It's not. What pops out? Social media connections. I did this with my Twitter. And here we go. Another window is popping up that I don't think you can see. Taking a couple of seconds. I'm using Brave browser and I got a zillion things open. They're telling me set up two-factor authentication. To hell with that. And now, boom, I connected my account. Okay, great. I get a wallet. It's a Twitter wallet, which is interesting, right? So this is obviously off-chain, but I go to Launchpad. And what was here last week were a couple of these Ordinals collections that were free. You don't even have to pay the Bitcoin network fees. You don't have to pay them. You reserve them on ICP, Internet Computer Protocol. It's another chain. When you want to, the inscription can be had on the Bitcoin network. Maybe you want to reserve here and then bring it over to Bitcoin when the network fees are low, or when you get a new wallet set up, something like that. But I logged in with my Twitter. I was able to reserve some Ordinals. Here you go. I just clicked ending soon. Price. This means they're free. Go reserve them. You got a couple of hours. If you're watching this live, do it. Just do it. It's free. You never know. Some of the most successful projects were free mints. How about Bitcoin Puppets? Free mint went to like 10 G's, an inscription project. So you're basically a pioneer using this, but you don't need to put any personal data. You don't need to get a wallet. Let me click my inscriptions. Do they come up? Yeah, I got one here. Maybe I got to get some other ones here. So I got this one. This one didn't go through. Oh, not available to me anymore. So I got one. If you got some sats, I guess you could send to the wallet. I haven't tried this yet. Oh yeah, you get a Bitcoin wallet. So you could send here. You're known to the site by your Twitter. I don't know what you call this. Your Bioniq ID, which starts with Twitter and then a code. And then there's this CK BTC. This is a bridged Bitcoin, I believe. Man, get your feet wet with Ordinals if you haven't already. there's a way to do this for free or at least really cheap. 7K sats, what is that like? Not even $5. Not even $5. So, you can get involved for cheap. And that was my space last week. It is not one to fade. I would at least listen to the first 15, 20 minutes to get a TLDR of what's been building on Bitcoin, what's been preventing liquidity from flowing into DeFi and altcoins and ADA. TRON surpasses Ethereum and Solana in daily revenue. When was the last time you were pumping your bags and you said, yeah, I like this token, you should buy it because this protocol makes a lot of revenue and somehow the token holders benefit from this? Never. Everything is speculation. Everything is hype. Everything is ironic, right? Meme coins pump on irony. Well, TRON has been making moves. And this sun pump craze is a meme coin. It's a meme coin launch pad. Meme coins to me are an indication that your chain does have culture, or if meme coins are not successful, your chains don't have culture. Culture is what drove ordinal inscriptions and the fees on the Bitcoin network last year. Culture is what's driving activity on Solana, although there's a lot of legitimate building going on with the Solana layer 1 itself and token standards and all that. TRON, man, what a sleeping giant this was. Justin Sun's TRON blockchain daily revenue reached a new all-time high, 3.84 million in daily revenue. We'll see Cardano's daily revenue in a minute. Don't get mad if you hold ADA. And this was, like I said, driven by meme coin activity. This is a crazy milestone. It puts TRON ahead of ETH even by double for this day, right? And by about 4x Solana. Solana has to do a better job monetizing their massive chain. I'll give them that. But 3.84 million, 24-hour, not volume, revenue. Could you imagine you're an app builder? You have trouble getting $3 million in volume through your app. This is $3 million in fees collected by the network. God. And it wasn't doing too shabby before that, as you can see, in the 1 million, 1.5 million range. And this is the revenue for the app. Wait a second. Sorry, this is revenue from the app to the network. To me, this statement I'm about to read, man, I couldn't say it any better. I couldn't copy and paste this and put it into Chat GPT to say it any better than this. This is an emphasis on the stablecoin liquidity that TRON has, which is in the tens of billions thanks to Tether, a deal with Tether. Listen to this quote. Remember this quote. On other blockchains, a few hundred million in stablecoins can pop out billion-dollar meme coins. In one of the first streams I did was about a year ago, I said, look, stablecoin inflows happen first and then all the other tokens price go up. Stablecoins are risk-off, idle cash waiting to move in on good tokens, popular tokens, profitable tokens. Imagine if Solana had the stablecoin liquidity that TRON has right now. And we're going to look at the DeFi Llama stats. Let me continue the quote. TRON's got 60 billion in stablecoin liquidity. We could see dozens of billion-dollar meme coins. It sounds wild, but numbers don't lie. Don't fight the data. Do not fight stablecoin inflows. I'll say it here. It's recorded. I'll say it here. The number one use case for blockchain so far has been for stablecoins, at least in proof of stake DeFi world. Looks like we got a TRON community member in the chat, maybe the first one, but I'm telling you, I was buying TRX in 2017. I sold it last year for Adam. Not good. I did an atomic swap through, not good. If only I knew TRON was going to get the stablecoin inflow. Woo! I would have held it. I would have diamond handed that bad boy, and I'd be up like 10%. But anyway, stablecoin liquidity is a must for these absurd valuations to happen. We saw them on ETH with NFTs, metaverse tokens in the last cycle. Whew. Don't fade it. And here's a case in point. One trader gained 20 million in unrealized profits. Listen, the previous quote's talking about billion-dollar valuations, not $1 billion in liquid capital. So there's a difference there. But one trader gained 20 million in unrealized profits within 6 days for a $1,600 meme coin purchase of Sundog. Sounds like a winner to me. Just crank that 1,600 right in there. You end up with 20 million. The trader sold 1 million and now still holds like 19 million across 7 addresses. He's never going to be able to unload that, but that's not the point. That's not the point. These valuations look good on paper. They bring people into the ecosystem. And I said a couple weeks ago live on the stream, maybe we shouldn't be fading TRON. They're getting stablecoin liquidity. Well, that didn't take long for it to materialize. Busting into the top 10. Kicking in the door on the top 10. Like the Kool-Aid guy.